So here's today's card. It's a tool-themed gift card holder. Open it up, and here's your gift card right there. It's a card and a gift card holder in one. I love it. Perfect for your handyman, right? I mean, whether it's your husband, your son-in-law, your neighbor, but what a great way to show some appreciation or thanks or celebrate a birthday or Father's Day. Let's get started. Hi Stampers, welcome to day 5. Today is Fun Friday, and all this week I have been doing celebration inspiration videos. Today we're going to make a really fun card using the Trusty Toolbox Designer Series paper. So again, this is a freebie in the Celebration catalog. If you haven't seen my prior videos this week, go back and look. I've used a bunch of the Celebration products to give you some inspiration and ideas what to do with that stuff. So today, the Trusty Toolbox Designer Series paper, it's really cool paper with all types of images, nails and hammers and screwdrivers and wrenches and saws and drills, everything related to handyman type cards. So today we're going to make a card that also holds a gift card. So I really like making this. It's really simple, but it's really fun, and it's a really useful card. So the first thing I have is a piece of black cardstock. That is 11 by 4 1/4. I scored it at 5 1/2 and 2 1/2. Then I have a piece of Designer Series paper from the Trusty Toolbox, and this is 4 by 6. I have an inside piece that is 5 1/4 by 4, and I also cut out ahead of time a piece of black and a piece of white, and I cut those out of the perennial postage die set. Now this, the perennial postage, you can find this in the mini catalog. So I'm going to bring my cutter in, and I'm going to show you how I cut the Designer Series paper. So I started with a 4 by 6 piece of Designer Series paper, and with a 6-inch piece at the top, I am going to cut 2 3/4, 2 1/4, and that leaves me with a 1-inch piece. Okay, so there's our card base. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and lay the white piece in there. I think you'll be able to see better what I'm doing with all the other pieces if I do that first. I'm going to glue this really quick. I'm going to fast forward so you don't need to go anywhere. Okay, so now I'm going to take our other pieces. I'm going to fold this up. That's how it's going to look on the front. And I'm going to glue the 2 3/4 inch piece to the front of the card. Again, I'm fast forwarding. The 1-inch piece I'm going to put right over here on the inside of that white piece right there. Okay, now for the inside, I'm going to glue this piece, and then I'll show you how we make the gift card holder. Okay, so I'm bringing in my 1-inch circle punch, and if you have a circle die, you could do it that way, and we just need to cut half of a circle right here, right in the middle. Now I'm going to bring in my tear and tape, a strip right along the edge at the top and the bottom. I take the tear and tape off and close up the card. Okay, so that made the little holder for the gift card, and I'll show you the gift card in a second. Let's finish the front. Okay, so on the front piece, this little stamping piece, I'm going to use another Celebration freebie. It's called Heartfelt Hellos. A lot of great sentiments. Again, if you watch some of my replays, you'll see I used a lot of these this past week. And I'm going to use Enjoy Your Day. I'm stamping in Memento black ink. Now I'm going to glue these two pieces together, and then I'll show you how we attach them to the front of our card. Okay, so that's going to go on the front of our card, and we're going to pop it up on dimensionals, but we're only going to put dimensionals on the left side of it so it doesn't stick to the inside and it opens up easily. So I'm going to flip this over, and I have it centered right where I want it to be, and I'm going to lay my dimensionals down here on the left side. I'll flip it over. And again, I have it centered. You can kind of use the postage little rivets to see where the center is. And you want to make sure that all your dimensionals are on this left side. Just like that. And let me ring in my gift card. But we're not done yet because I want to show you a couple of other elements of this cool Trusty Toolbox Designer Series paper. So I showed you this paper. Well, what I did was I went and I looked for a couple of these little tools that I could fussy cut out, and then I'm going to attach them to our card just to add a little bit more interest and fun to our card. There are dies that do cut out the tools, and if you don't have the dies, then you could fussy cut them, but the dies are always nice, right? So I went ahead and I found around the edge of the paper a couple of elements, and I'm just going to kind of fit them in here and see where they look cool and attach them to the front of my card. It just adds a lot more interest. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that saw blade down first. And I think it looks better if you can show that circle so you don't cover it up so it looks more like a saw blade. Then I'm going to take my little paintbrush and I'm going to go ahead and cover up those edges so you don't see them. And I'm going to put that right there. Now this is going to be, needs a little bit of a dimensional to keep it even. So I'm going to go ahead and add a dimensional right there on the back of the paintbrush. So I put a little dimensional there because that part needs lifting. And then I'm going to put some glue on the other spots that are going to touch the card. Just like that. Isn't that cool looking? Now let's go to the inside, and I have a space right here, and I cut out the saw blade, and I'm going to go ahead and put that right there. Okay, so enjoy your day. And then we can have a gift card right there. And you can either stamp something on the inside or write something. When you do that, you want to keep over to the left over here so it doesn't show in these two blank white spots when you have the card closed. So let me show you one other card that I made earlier using this Designer Series paper. So here's another one that I made, and I used the hexagon punch for this. But again, I used the free Sale-a-bration heartfelt hellos. And inside it says, enjoy your day. Let me show you real quick the other cards that we made this week. So this used the Flight and Airy Designer Series paper. It's a freebie in the Sale-a-bration catalog. This one used the very popular Softly Sophisticated stamp set and embossing folder. Here is the baby girl card we made with the Cradle in Love stamp set, and we also made a little baby boy card. And the first card we made this week was with the watercolor melon stamp set. And again, there's the hello from the Heartfelt Hellos stamp set. So this was my inspiration for you using the Sale-a-bration, some of the Sale-a-bration items. There's a few more out there. Don't forget, you can go to my blog after the video, stampinshout.blogspot.com. I'll have all of the sizes of the cards, the supplies that I used, and shopping links. And this is my host code if you shop with me, and I'm thanking you in advance for that. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Don't be shy. Stamp and shout.